So one thing I want to talk about is why I chose YouTube over Twitch. I think that's kind of an interesting thing, and like choosing your platform is kind of, I think, underrated. Um, a lot of people don't know where to start, so I think that's something that'd be cool to talk about. Um, so the reason why I chose first last fall, I was kind of doing Twitch a little bit. Um, I don't know. I think that platform is just different, completely different. I've used YouTube as a consumer a lot more than Twitch. I've had a Twitch account for a very long time though, since I was in high school probably, but I never really used it in the same fashion as YouTube. Like YouTube is just where I've been, um, and what I know. But Twitch, I thought might be more interesting because I think there's more of a community feel on Twitch that you don't really get on YouTube as much. Like they do those Twitch cons every like 6 months or a year or whatever. Like I thought Twitch would be cool, and I think I'd be okay on Twitch long term. But I think YouTube is just better, like, for growth and more opportunity. Um, I think the audience on YouTube is better. I think Twitch, like, I was looking at Twitch, like, the people who go on there and make content. It's a lot of, like, I don't wanna call it weird, but you got these, like, VTubers on there, and you got, like, a lot of just I don't know, it's like a weird platform to me compared to YouTube where I can just talk and do my thing and, do shorts. There's no shorts on Twitch, which I think is a mistake. But I think you actually do have like clips or whatever, but it's like they're not like shorts. But I don't think people really scroll like that on Twitch. But I will say there's definitely, I think, more of a community feel on Twitch. But I don't know. I was kind of like wrestling with like, do I stay on Twitch or do I do YouTube? Um, and I think YouTube won just because I think it's a larger platform. So it's a larger platform. YouTube runs the show, right? So YouTube is a larger platform. Um, and Twitch, it's like, I don't know. It's like I felt just kind of weird on it. I felt like I either had to game or like I couldn't do like just talking like this. Um, maybe I'll go back to Twitch one day, but like I don't know. I just feel like YouTube is better. I was getting more traction on YouTube, right? Like my shorts do the best on YouTube that I've ever seen on any platform. And I think whatever platform you choose as a person who's doing online things, like if you like writing, then I guess Twitter, right? If you like writing, I guess you have to do act and you have to just spam on X all day. I don't really know how to grow on X. I say that with 1,000 followers on X, but that's because I used to do TikTok um, and post tweets on TikTok. So my X grew based on my old platform, which I don't really use. I don't have that TikTok anymore. So my X is kind of like the reason I grew my X is for an old reason. I wouldn't know how to grow X. It was back when it was Twitter, not X. Instagram, I feel like is good if you're like a short creator, I guess. But like YouTube is better for commentary. So if you're not doing what I'm like, this is good for YouTube. Instagram, I think, is good for like lifestyle, fitness. I don't know. This is just what I see on Instagram or like memes and stuff. But it's not that serious. Like you're not gonna be able to actually grow a community or subscribers. I feel like the thing about Instagram is like it grows based on your other social media. It's like if you're a YouTuber and you have an Instagram, it'll probably grow on the side automatically. And that's what I call like social media cycling. Is like if you grow big on like YouTube, your other platforms are probably going to benefit from that. So like me, right? I wanted to do videos. Um, so I guess I was deciding between live streaming on Twitch or YouTube, and I couldn't really figure it out. So I just stuck with YouTube. And now I'm doing long form. So I would recommend YouTube because it's literally just the largest platform of all time. And you're more than likely going to do better on YouTube than any of your platforms. It really is just the king of the hill. And I think you could do good on Twitch. I think if Twitch is the right community for you, I think you could do good on it. I was able to get a couple followers on there, but like I didn't do that. I wasn't really into it. Um, I didn't really know like if I would do well on there long term. So I stayed on YouTube, and I was getting a lot more traction on YouTube. Like I said, my shorts pop off with not that many subscribers yet. So I say go with the platform that you feel is doing the best, and stick with it. You know, if a platform gives you, like, a lot of views, you wanna stay on that platform, right? If Instagram is giving me crazy amount of views, I'd probably stay with Instagram. You know, so a lot of it is also just, like, personal opinion. Um, you know, if you're getting a lot of views on Twitch, well, then it doesn't really matter. Like, stay on Twitch. And if you're getting a lot of views on X, well, you might be a good writer. So I'd recommend just testing these platforms out a little bit. You know, it might take a couple months, but test them out, see what you get. And if one platform is giving you a lot of signs, then just stay with that platform. So that's about all I have for that one. See you.